Hey guys, this is 21 Maxwell and welcome to episode 8 of my TNA TEW series. We're in the second week of November here and we are building up to our pay-per-view in December. Decided to go against a November pay-per-view. I don't think the company's big enough yet and we weren't getting the pay-per-view numbers to keep going, so I kind of thought, right, we'll keep it as it is and we'll build up to December pay-per-view and hopefully with a couple of new signings, a couple of big names in, we can push on and get to the next level. Which would be national eventually. So let's start with the show. We have 18 segments this week. We have one pre-show segment, and let's see how we do. Where are we booked up this week? We are in, if I can just quickly check that, we are in the New York On-Center War Memorial. Just want to see what size that is actually before we do anything. New York On-Center. How big is your fucking place? 8,000, so that's fine, that's perfect. We'll get all the fans in. That's cool. So without further ado, we'll run the show and let's see how we do. So, not a great start at all, but it is only the pre-show. Basically, we've got BT Gunn, who is a local independent wrestler here in Scotland. We brought him in 10 appearances on a loan deal, just to kind of get him some exposure and stuff like that, but he gets an F match. In an awful match which was completely devoid of heat, Crazy Steve defeated BT Gunn by 5 minutes and 4 seconds via submission. A rating was an F. Ouch. The crowd didn't like two jobbers, so it was a chance to try and push Crazy Steve up a bit. But the commentary gave it good and the crowd's mood brought the match down, so I'll not do that again. But anyway, let's get on to the proper stuff. Boom, 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 bab, boom. The show starts with an impressive opening of pyro. TNA can afford pyro apparently. Before the lights are raised and several sections of the excited crowd are shown wearing various signs, the focus then switches to announce table where Jim Ross and Mike Tenay introducing hype tonight's show and the expected impact of the likes of Jeff Hardy, Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode, James Storm, Austin Aries and Kurt Angle. Two storylines, the title feud and the Enigma via the Drinker storyline in advance, and we get a C-. So good start, that's the show on the road. Then we get Kurt Angle out to the ring and he announces that we have a new signing and his name is Adam Cole. So Adam Cole is in and that got us a B- rating, so good start. And that's some of the star power affecting the rating now. Ethan Carter III is walking backstage, turns a corner and bumps into his old partner Rockstar Spud. Spud says something that EC3 doesn't like and they start arguing. After some heated words, Spud challenges EC3 to meet him in the ring for a match. The two are going to feud now. We've got Spud as the underdog and the sound of the underdog storyline is moving on with this segment, a C-, so that's decent. We don't need to do any booking because next up, in a match that had good action but not much in the way of heat, Spud defeated EC3 in 6 minutes 48 with the Spud Salt, a D rating. Basically the commentators got us a lot out of this and it's not bad, it's to get Spud over and eventually make him a credible force in the X division. Washington comes out to the podium along with Shad Gaspard. Washington hypes his client as the second coming of the Pestilence, it seems to say. So that's quite decent, it's again building up the fact that Shad took Abyss out and he's just going to keep going, oh, blah blah blah, Shad's so good, and then Abyss will come back with a vengeance. So C-, that's good. And then in an extremely short match, Shad Gaspard defeats Manic by the Magnificent in 5 minutes away, a D rating. Washington doing good stuff at ringside, but the main thing is pushing Shad as a monster. We then click into a backstage segment where we have another, well not a debutant, you could say it's a returnee. It's Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy is telling Jeff Hardy that he's got his back later on tonight. It's just basically that was the best angle to get to say that the Hardys are back. Matt's basically got to keep Jeff's back. Matt Hardy debuted his old school face gimmick, got a B rating, so that's good, and we get a C rating, so that's good. We've actually built up Matt Hardy to fight later on, but it's just to kind of further a feud. In a match, a good action, but not much in the way of heat. Red Titus defeats DJZ in 5:49 by pinfall with a muff diver. What I might do is with Red Titus is obviously he's too heavy to go for the X Division title. I might ask him to lose weight, but we'll keep him facing the X Division guys, getting good ratings like he's got a C rating here. And then we'll eventually put that X Division title on him again when he gets his hands on Kenny King again. DJZ and Red Titus are recovering from their hellacious match when the lights go out. Kenny King appears out of nowhere and destroys Red Titus, while DJZ watches and walks away not wanting to get involved. Basically that's just adding to the feud. Ratings a C, and the storyline progresses with that, so that's good. And then we have a segment, it's just the Wolves are talking about how good they are, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, and they get a C- rating. So we got them on the show. Then this is going to be interesting. We have a lot of debutantes, 4 debutantes to be precise. Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards are being attacked by Robbie E and Jesse, you know, and then our new tag team, which is going to be Girella and Eddie Kingston. So they're all attacking them. So you know, I mean, that's you're thinking that's all right, cool. Then Mark Briscoe and Jay Briscoe come run into the ring and help fight the 4 attackers off. Plan with this is to bulk up the tag team division. It's not very big in TNA, so I thought if we got all these guys in, that's 4 teams right there. So from that, a C- rating. We have Mark Briscoe, B rating for his redneck gimmick. Jay Briscoe, B+ for his redneck. Girella, Simone Savage, we'll go with that. Not great. And Eddie Kingston is a street thug. I really should pay more attention to gimmicks. I don't agree with Girella being a Simone Savage, but we'll see. Jay Briscoe came across very well, and the tag title storyline developed, so that's good. You know, we got a nice wee fatal 4-way eventually out of that. And we can move on from there. Then in a good match, they had good action and average heat. Matt Hardy defeats James Storm in 12 minutes 12 with a twist of hate following interference from Jeff Hardy. So that's ideal. It gets the storyline between Jeff and James Storm a wee bit further. And I get a C rating. The announcers put over the fact that we'll be seeing Harry Smith make an appearance. That's a C-. Basically, we're going to build up Harry Smith's debut. He has a tag team partner coming in as well, who I won't name. That'll be in the next episode when he makes his debut. But just adding to our tag division. And they may actually join the British stable. I'm unsure. That's a wee spoiler there that the guy's British that's coming in. But I'm happy with that. In a good match, they had some good action, average heat. Samoa Joe defeats Austin Aries. Samoa Joe and Austin Aries defeat Kevin Steen and Hawkins when Samoa Joe makes Kevin Steen tap out the Kukuna clutch. A C rating. Basically, Aries and Steen are kind of going down a bit in momentum, so I thought let's tag them up with Hawkins and Joe. And we'll try and push Kurt Hawkins on as a central champion, protect him a bit. And a C rating there's pretty good, I'm happy with that. Next up, we just have a short match to continue the Ultimate Knockout storyline. Basically, Gail Kim defeats Velvet Sky with the Eat defeat. C-. It's decent. The plan is Gail Kim and Beth are going to just face each other eventually, 2 faces, but hopefully it ends up with a decent match and a good rating for our Knockouts division. And then after it, following on for a victory, Gail Kim goes and grabs a small cage, circling the fallen Velvet Sky before standing over her. Gail Kim puts a spider and puts it on her, so basically just an extra segment to just try and help the Knockout division. That's a C rating. Christy Hemme then backstage with Bobby Roode talking about his upcoming match. A C+ there, just to hype up the fact that Bobby Roode is the champion. And our main event, an bout that featured great action and average heat. Bobby Roode defeated Magnus in 6 minutes and 8 with via pinfall with the Roode Bomb. During the match, we also saw Rampage Brown run in and attack him at Bobby Roode, and Redman attack Bobby Roode, but Bobby Roode makes the defence, his first defence of his TNA World Heavyweight title, just kinda, the odds are stacked against you. Can you retain? Can you Super Cena up? Bobby Roode evidently can. So that gets a C+ rating. And that is the end of the show, I believe. But that's just something just to kind of, get into the show and stuff like that. With Bobby Roode, the show increased their popularity in 22 regions. We lost it in 6, so that's just the standard show. But another C+. We're still building up. Hopefully we can get back to getting a couple more B- or B's, but C's decent. And we'll go through what Sonny says before I'll see if I can get the emails to come up this time for the video, and we'll see what our rating was. But decent show there, C+, that's kind of what we're aiming at. Hopefully once we build and get the likes of Adam Cole, Matt Hardy and stuff like that, the Briscoes into proper feuds and proper matches, then that can only improve us, I hope. So I'll just reveal what the rating is, because that was the only email coming up. Last week, as I said, we got the 2.79. This week we get a 2.76, so again we're remaining quite a high rating, which is good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's really positive news. So I'm alright with that. We'll go with that. We'll go to delete my emails. So that's it for this episode, guys. That was a wee spoiler there as I scroll down to who's debuting next week. But yeah, positive show, positive rating. Feuds seem to be going good. Everything seems to be going well. We just need to get some of these contracts sorted with the TV companies and that. I need to sort out a lot of my big names. Seem to have morale issues because I keep jobbing them out to up and coming talent. But that's the wrestling business for you. It's just what happens, really. So as I say, we're building up to the next pay-per-view. Hopefully it should be a good one. Got another 6 weeks worth of build, I think. So yeah, I'm all positive for this save. So again, this was 21 Maxwell, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.